From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
Check 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Go.
Now Hodges on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before. Takes it across the 40-yard line.
Washington. A gain of 13 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to try you up. Don't get nervous.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Check 43.
Ready.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No chance. Like 56. 56.
Hodges here on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check. General West.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. His throw incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hodges now. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Chiefs nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
You think you gonna get this?
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. I'll operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
43, 43.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Attack! Let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go!
Down. 8, read.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
5.
2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing now, Hodges on first down. Washington's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set, 30 base.
56. Rip right, rip right.
Let's go.
On first down, here's Hodges. Complete to Washington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now Hodges on first down. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination.
And it's intercepted. intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hodges. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll run now with Ware. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 31-yard line.
They go again with Ware. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On 1st down, McCoy. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
55 mark, guy, 55. Hey, let's get this going.
Now here's Mahomes looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Break.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, defense, let's go.
Again, it's Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,